They said there will be better water textures. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Oh God.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh. Yes.
I don't know if it was a good decision to make myself listen to my own moany noises every time I get money. Thank you for those bits.
Good evening, Doctor.
Goodbye.
I don't want to talk to you. I want to talk to him.
Good evening, Miss.
I'm okay.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh. Yes.
I am as Q as Greg. I don't get it, but thank you.
I have retrieved your letter, Mr. Goswick. I can assure you that nobody read it but me.
Thank you. This is for you, then. For your
Oh,
help
it's queer.
and for your silence.
I think you should talk to your mother. It would be good for both of you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. I'll think about it. Now, please, let me be.
But you're so shit.
I've read your letter, Mortimer. You wrote about an unbearable feeling of despair
Yes.
while the world crumbles around you.
Yes.
Tell me more
Thank you.
about it.
There's nothing more to say, really. It's hurtful, it's unbearable, and I don't ask anyone to understand what I feel.
Despair is a deadly poison I've tasted myself, sir. We're only tempted to drink it because we're terrified
Do you like it,
by the
Stephen?
uncertainty of the next minute.
I know that perfectly, Doctor. For I waited for so long, hoping that the next minute would be less unbearable.
I have to go now, sir.
Good evening, sir. Doctor.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan.
Who the fuck
It's
is this
sacred
guy?
ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned.
I am sketch as fuck looking. I don't understand.
Stowe, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least one dead and several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution.
I
This
forget what does
hospital is
poggers
their only
mean?
hope.
It,
Of course,
it has something to do
you're
with
right.
Pog Champ emote,
But we
right?
cannot afford
It's
a public
become like such
scandal.
a
It would
thing.
ruin us. We must restore
Pog
order
Champ,
and
Pog.
quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse.
Oh,
Blood
extreme
everywhere.
excitement.
The duty nurse
you.
is taking care of the mess.
Very well. I'll help you.
Jonathan, please, I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Do you really believe they would come for us here? In such a public venue?
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Going to the doctor. I mean the church. We're going to church. Take me to church. Do 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 do.
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
I have to figure out who owns this scarf first. Sorry, it's important. Is this her body?
Oh, Jonathan.
Can we share this meal? That's so cruel. Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
And I'm afraid I'm at least partially responsible. The man, the Scal, I brought him here.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent. For there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is this a sign? The hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
Have you embraced this woman? Like the other patient, this Mr. Renfield?
Oh shit.
Her name
JC
is
Plot,
Amelia.
thanks so much for following the channel. Welcome.
And no, I
Hope you're
did
having a
not
good night.
kill her.
Happy Sunday.
I vowed a very long time ago that I would never take another life unless they ask.
Is there sufficient vitality in the blood of the sick and dying patients?
We already read
Yes,
this.
Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every waking hour. Frankly, I'm starving.
Temptation surrounds us.
We
Rich,
already-
vital.
We already know that we don't
How
need to
can you
drink
resist?
blood.
Over the years, any pleasure I once gleaned from feeding is long gone. I drink for sustenance. And though I still thirst for more, I restrain myself.
But we don't need it.
What do you know of Ascalon? I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
He was a giant gorilla.
He was bigger than a man, huge in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
Okay.
Thank you, my lady.
Why don't you tell me the
I
code
hope
of
to see you
conduct that I have to
again
follow so that I don't get an executioner sent at me? No. That make too much sense. I see. I understand. We wouldn't want any of that now. What is this mission? Yeah, track this. Who does the scarf belong to? Switched over to E3 for a few minutes. Holy fuck, it's weird. What's weird about E3? It's very overhyped. Yeah, I mean, E3 is kind of sickening. Like, but I think any conference has to be like that. Like, that's what they're doing. It's a giant venue to sell shit. It's not my scene. Hey, Sathandra. I'm sure there will be really cool games that are announced / have been announced. I'm fucking ready for another Elder Scrolls game. Elder Scrolls 6 hits, I will be gone. Bye, everybody. Ah, my hooker friend.
Change your mind, Mr. Reed?
Could this be the scarf you lost, Miss Popper?
It is much more than a scarf to me. It is the only thing that connects me to my family and my country. Thank you so much.
Oh, shit. I didn't want... Fuck. I didn't know it was... I hate that shit. So I failed that quest then. That's what I found out. Okay. Time to go to the docks. Let's go back to the docks, everybody. Docks time.
I'll be gentle. Pay me a bottle and I'll be nasty.
It's all a bunch of on-purpose fake acting trying to be comical. I mean, it's probably not. They don't hire a lot of actors for that. It's usually a bunch of really, it's a bunch of developers and stuff. It's industry professionals trying to present their product. I bet the docks have great water textures. Which is probably why the acting is fucking terrible. I'm not gonna go look, I believe you. This shit is cringy. I hate the feeling that something is being sold to me. Which is why in many areas I fail in my channel, because I'm not good at doing overhyped promotional shit that is important, and I acknowledge that, and I'm working on it, okay? But like, the feeling of having something sold to me is awful. I'm just like, don't talk to me. So I hate watching conferences like that. They're like, hey, bet you didn't know that you needed this. This is something that you need really badly. I'm like, no, I just need water and food and shelter and internet. Go away. Sometimes the touch of a man. Never the touch of a woman. Just kidding, ladies. You guys are great. Oh.
Yes.
Good night, Boston. Thanks
yes.
for being here. Why is this guy just shooting shit? Hello?
Good evening, sir.
Who the fuck are you? Don't you see I'm busy here?
Dr. Jonathan Reed, that's who I am. And who are you?
Ah, some fancy gentleman we've got here. Clear off. We don't want strangers on our streets.
So you won't tell me your name, then?
The name is Booth Digby. Maybe I'll ask my boys to break one or two of your bones, just so you remember it.
Do you know where I can find Sean Hampton? I need to talk to him.
The sad saint. Why on earth do you want to talk to him?
He was one of my patients at the Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, yeah. I heard the poor bastard had been abducted by some cunt. You better ask Tom Watts. He knows Sean Hampton well.
Are you some kind of vigilante patrolling these streets at night?
Something like that, but the police aren't in charge here. We are, see?
So you're a concerned criminal, is that it?
Using funny jokes about me and my boys, are you? Fuck. You must have some balls.
Big
I saw
ones.
many men like you during the war, Mr. Digby. Greedy little cockroaches who feed on despair.
I could kill you for saying that. But, nah. You've been a soldier. I can respect that.
So, tell me about your gang, then.
What? Have you got a death wish? You really want me to answer that?
Well, yes. You seem so proud of your status. Why not tell me who you're working for?
Oi! I'm the boss, all right? The Wet Boot Boys work for me. All of them. Situation round here is better than other districts because of us. Because of me.
Oh, you're a wet boot boy.
What can you tell me about this part of
Would
town?
that make you the wet
Things ain't
boot
that
man?
bad, thanks to us. We give people what they need, and we control this borough.
Well, you're not doing a very good job. People are still dying here like everywhere else.
Yeah, well, we can't be everywhere all the time. And Edwina says if we can find more guns, we could be more efficient.
More efficient? Really? You should probably tell Edwina
He's the
that
wet
guns
bandit.
are useless against diseases and infections.
Incredible. You know what? You're lucky she can't hear you right now. She's more smart than patient. My sweet queen of the docks.
All right, Dig Boothby. Have a
Goodbye.
good one. We made it to the docks, y'all. Even though this is where we started our journey, something tells me it'll be succulent. I don't know. It'll be better. I think we'll have some fun because there'll be people. I like people. Look. Well, there are no people. I give up. It's over. I lied about the whole thing. Ooh, a cover letter. Hello, Frank. How are you, my old friend? It was good to see you last week. Next time, let me get the rounds in. I hope everything is okay on your side of town. Here in your old neighborhood, the situation is getting worse. Clay is getting more violent every day and is only thinking about expansion, even when it seems there are some new players around. They're trying to dispute our territory. The Wet Boot Boys are in a bad spot, I'm afraid. So, I thought about what you said last time we met, that you never regretted leaving the gang. That the only thing you ever regret is never being able to put a foot in East End again to avoid a good beating or worse. Well, rest assured that you have my protection if you decide to pass by. And maybe we can talk again about new opportunities and a job offer. And a job offer? You know, I've always been good with numbers, so maybe if you need an accountant in your company, let's talk about that, shall we? Say hello to your wife. WB, West Boot Boys for life, old chap. Booth Digby. Oh my god. What a scumbag. What a scumbaggles. Scumbagles. Booth Digby. Trying to wriggle his way out. We had a deal, Booth. We had a deal. Hey, Jacob.
God walks with me.
Things are going all right. Ow. Oh my Jesus. This guy is very, very high level compared to me.
Away with you.
No, no begone thoughts. What? Oh Jesus. Oh, did he just eat that corpse? Fuck you! Jacob, how you doing? I know you recently had a unfortunate loss in the family. I'm sorry about that. How you holding up? We killed the things. Okay. I did not expect to see a level 22 guy. I think I need to level again, but I don't wanna.
Step away, sir.
I'm stepping away. The reason I don't want to is because when you level here, it just gets like super, everything gets like super garbo. Everyone gets diseases and shit. Why is there no friendly fire? Oh shit, I almost died to that poison.
Killing's all you deserve.
This gas is really strong. Hey, it's all card because none of them are friendly. Some of them are friendly. I don't really know what I'm doing up here in the north box. Guess I was just looking for friends. Ooh. Hey. Time to suck, suckity suck, suckity suck, suckity suck, suckity suck. Shit. Fuck you when you're at homing ass hit. Do blunt? Oh, to stun them with a blunt weapon? Sucking doesn't seem to do much damage. I'm more spec'd into getting more blood than more damage from it. Cause my abilities seem to be the, you know, the hard hitting motherfuckers.
I cannot enter.
Okay, well we looted all this good stuff. Well, if only blood helped you level. Or does it? I don't feel like it does. You get like 5 XP per murder, which is nothing. Oof. Oh, Jeebus. Oh, hey, I can get up here now. Hmm. The Limehouse Dock Stable.
Moron had me laughing at first.
Appreciate the love. Spend the time with the family morning over the weekend. Life will go back to normal like as it does. Just gotta keep moving forward. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. But you're here. I mean, if you're here, we're here for you. Best we can be.
Good evening, miss.
You have
I'm
more
Dr.
blood to
Reed.
use abilities, not more
May I
XP.
ask you a few questions?
Yeah.
Who
sorry.
are you? What do you want?
As
get
I
it.
just told you, I'm a doctor.
That's
From
what I do.
Pembroke
I
Hospital.
go for more blood sucking.
Pembroke Hospital, you say? I don't have any money for you leeches.
I'm not here for charity, Miss.
Miss Edwina Cox.
Oh.
So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
Haha.
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something round here.
Are you aware of what happened to him?
Yes. I'm sure he fought till the end and looked death in the eyes. The boys will mourn him. Except one of them, maybe.
What can you tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
Gang
If you're
lord.
interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
I like her.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
What can you tell me?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in particular.
Take the gravediggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
Ho ho.
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
I like her. She's fun.
Booth Digby looks at you with love-struck eyes. Tell me, Edwina, is the feeling mutual?
You have no idea how refreshing it can be for a woman to receive all the pleasure she needs. For once.
I'll take your word for it.
What is it, Doctor? A woman's not supposed to talk about these things.
He likes that cunnilingus. She likes that cunnilingus.
I'm not that easily shocked, Miss Cox. You can speak freely about your lover if you so wish.
The poor bastard is good to me, if you must know. He makes me feel good. And that's a first.
So you're just like any other couple, after all, are you not?
Yeah, we're so ordinary that I'd put a bullet in his head if he ever cheated on me.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened exactly?
I don't know and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory and this is our law.
And your conscience is clear. You kill without hesitation.
Violence is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
Well, there you go.
Can I see?
As long as you have...
So Clay Cox's wedding ring and Clay Cox's hatchet. You don't mean anything to his wife?
Good evening.
Hello.
Nothing?
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Goodbye.
Oh shit. There's a murder here.
Mark my words. These murders are the work of a vampire.
A vampire? Whatever do you mean?
Not a drop of blood left in his body. This is the work of a vampire.
That's what he
Best
said.
be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back, and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders by night? Your sewer dog is my business. He's the kind of prey I hunt, milady.
Who is this
Good evening,
dumbass?
sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or strange events recently?
And what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
But
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these
this guy's like the Zap Brannigan
Man
of
of
generals
science.
of
Well,
vampire
I'll be
hunters.
glad to enlighten you.
Like the vampire guard of Pruin guy was like immediately looked at me and was like, "You've got a vampire in your hospital." This guy's like, "There are vampires around." I'm like,
Have you heard
"Oh,
of the
oh,
guard
really?"
of Pruin?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and patience.
Were you ever tempted to join the guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
I don't think that you're very good at your job.
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
So, how exactly are you
Ichabod
protecting
Throgmorton.
these people?
That's a hell of a name.
I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
How do you identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy symbols. They also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures? Yourself, I mean.
Of course I have. What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Can I help in any way?
Actually, yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can focus on my patrols.
I'm gonna go with no.
Do you need my...
I appreciate you.
I'm looking for Sean Hampton.
He's
you
very
help me, Mr.
Gilderoy Lockharty,
Sad
yeah.
saint. He should be at his night asylum at this hour, but I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
Maybe at least you can tell me who could help me find him.
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people. Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
What the fuck?
Goodbye.
Why would you tell me that? That's He's so devout, when he got his dingle touched by an old man, he decided not to blame the church.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember?
Of course I do. You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
Do you need...
I'm all...
Oh, he is healthy. I asked those questions already.
Sabrina seems very fond of you, Tom.
I like her too. I really do. I know I'm her boss, and I'm much older and all. But I like her, for sure.
What is bothering you, then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
Damn.
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
Got it.
Goodbye.
Perfect.
Perhaps I should shut
Good evening, sir. Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
I'm still drunk since then.
I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
Inebriation?
Yes.
Take
Here.
this, then.
Here,
And perhaps you
Mr.
could try to
Endel.
slow down the alcohol intake, too.
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure. I wanted things to change. To really change, and to change for good. The bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believed that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
Yay, anarchist.
Make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Alright. He's a communist.
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
Why are you so cynical?
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
No reason at all to rejoice, then?
Seize the means of production.
Life is hopeless and then we die? Is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
Alright.
Alright. Go on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn streetlight.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it. And now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is. I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
Damn.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am Doc.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
How do you afford to drink?
Is there anything...
How dare you say...
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die? Is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
Another time, perhaps.
Huh.
Goodbye.
Alrighty. Sabrina. Miss Cavendish.
Well,
I'm much more myself.
welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor.
Sabrina, tell me about your true feelings.
Tell me how you want to give your
I
boss
love
the
Tom.
good suck.
Not ashamed of it. Don't care if the customers joke about it neither.
Who's mocking you?
I mean, we're always together. People will talk, won't they?
Does Tom love you?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further. It's not because I'm younger, or because of the colour of my skin. He hates jokes about us.
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
Believe me, I never judge someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London. And here I am.
I think I've got everything I need for now. Let's go talk to Sean Hampton. The sad saint, the East End, yeah. Is there anyone else in this neighborhood that needs some treatment? This woman needs treatment. I don't know where she is though. We'll be switching up the game soon to Wajimajigger. Verminturdy. Oh no.
Seems like the guard of Prewen is on Sean Hampton's trail too.
Oh shit, he has a fucking flamethrower! The vermin tigger. Hi. Fuck you. Do you have like a never-ending supply of baddies? Little minions? Little addy minions? Oh, come on! Are you guys just wearing fire-resistant clothing? Is that what's going on here? I'm not. I am not wearing fire-resistant clothing. That must be my problem. I just got a new gun. Did I just get a new gun? I would like to equip my new gun if I got a new gun. That was a lot of corpses.
The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
I hope he hasn't, because he was cool. And I don't want to lose another pillar of the fucking community to story. I thought I was supposed to save people. The game doesn't let me save people a lot, I feel. Fuck Andor! Oh, of course. Yeah. Stop licking me. How do you like it? Oh yes, fight it out. That's what I like to see. Hey, Gringos, how's it going? No mustard gas. Ooh, is this a new hideout? Nope, don't think so. Oh man, these western docks don't mess around. I don't like this new gun. I don't like guns that stun. I want guns that do damage instead of stun. Like 40 damage, 82 damage, 160 damage. Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Just finished watching the Bethesda show. Like, stop it! Reload, reload, reload. Haha! The power of shotgun compels you. The night shelter's vicinity. Ah! I found the old lady. I need to give her medicine.
Please, sir. Come and have a gander.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reed. Do you need any help?
Rest assured, I will help you, sir. Martin Nightingale, at your service. Please, take a look at my wares.
Your merchandise. I don't really see anything worth having. No offense.
None taken, sir. But please, I need to eat. Perhaps if you keep looking, you'd see something that takes your fancy.
Why not try seeking help instead of peddling your wares? I'm sure there are people around here that would gladly help.
There's always the night asylum. Heard it's run by a very nice man, but I'm no beggar. Not yet, at least.
There is no shame in asking for help, my boy. Sometimes it can even be the best course of action.
I don't feel okay with that. I'm gonna make a name for myself, and I'll do it by myself.
Aww.
Let me be frank. You're as much of a businessman as I am a werewolf, right?
Who the hell are you to question me? It's hard enough to stay clean when you don't have a place to sleep. I'm doing my best here.
I meant no offense, Mr. Nightingale. I was merely pointing out the fact that you're unlikely to survive long if you continue wandering this path.
And what should I do then, sir? Should I join the Wet Boot Boys like so many others? No thanks. I'd rather be a bad seller than a dead gang member.
What can you tell me about the neighborhood? Have you got any friends around these parts?
Not really. Miss Gillingham smiles and says kind words, but I know she's lost her marbles, especially since her son died.
Tell me about this crazy woman. Madness is often mistaken for other conditions.
The poor woman's mad, all right. Kind and all, but she has so much trouble remembering things. She's taken me for a son more than once.
How interesting. I don't suppose you know what happened to her son.
Jack. Rumor has it he tried to tackle some gang lads. I didn't know him well, but I heard he was a nice enough chap. His old ma still thinks he's around.
Oh, man.
I found this watch. It belonged to Miss Gillingham, but I thought you might find it useful.
That makes sense. She would have forgotten about the watch by the next day.
If you say so.
Take this for your trouble, Dr. Reed. I will not forget your gesture.
I don't want to give this
I
to
swear.
you. Oh, no.
Show me what you have to offer then, Mr. Nightingale.
Ooh. What? He had a bunch of shit that looks useful.
I know I've got something that'll strike your fancy. If not, I'll find you something.
I haven't seen them shop.
I need a hideout. And I need to talk to this person. Whoa, check out this place. It's cool. And we're in Bad Town again. How do I get to her? She's around here somewhere. Like she's in there. Can I open this door? Oh, maybe I'll knock.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I come in?
I already took my medication, Doctor. But thank you.
I'm sorry. Your medication? Have we met before?
Don't tease me like that, Jack. Sorry, what?
I think I should come in, miss. I'd like to check if everything is okay, what with the epidemic spreading across London.
An epidemic, you say? How terrible. I had no idea. But where are my manners? Please do come in, Doctor. You are a doctor, yes?
Okay. I am Dr. Goodsuck, and I'm here to thieve.
It's locked, all right.
Alright, where's the old lady? There she is. She got a headache.
So, Dr. Tippett, what brings you back
I'm not
here?
Dr. Tippett.
I heard whispers you had a job at that fancy hospital.
I told you my name is Jonathan Reed. Don't you remember?
Of course I do. I remember my name too. Gillingham. But you may call me Enid, Doctor. I'm very happy to see you again.
Enid, have you really no idea what happened to your son? No idea at all.
I've not seen Jack for so long. I lose track of time. Has something bad happened to him?
Do you require...
I'm glad you...
I'll try...
Thank you, Doctor.
Is anyone taking care of you, Miss Gillingham?
My son is always here to take care of me.
What can you tell me?
Oh, no.
Who are the more...
Well, I heard about some
Enid, have you really...
I've not seen Jack for so long.
I don't want to like lie to her, but I'm afraid she won't survive learning the death of her son.
Jack is dead, Miss Gillingham.
Of course he's not. I've seen him. Tonight, in fact. Ever the joker, Dr. Tippett.
All right then.
Goodbye, Miss.
Of course he's not dead. Rodney, I just heard what had happened tonight. I ran to your house, but you were already gone. Now I'm writing this note. Is it true you killed him? I can't believe it. Why? What happened? I really need to talk to you now. Please, find a way to contact me when you receive this message. Since I know you can be very cautious, and to prove to you this is not a trap, let's use a code when we meet. I'll whistle my name, Jack, in Morse code, and you'll whistle yours, okay? This way, you'll know it's really me. For now, it's a good thing you are hiding with the wet boot. You are hiding. The wet boot boys are all over the neighborhood claiming that they will punish the man who murdered one of them. I'm sure we can make an arrangement to settle things once the heat dies. So that's what happened. I do need to find a hideout, though. There's got to be a hideout around here. Oh, there's one in front of me. Aha! Oh, I've been here before! Cool. I like this game. I like how things open up and then voila. I have nothing to analyze? What did I buy then? Gun. Maybe we can upgrade this sword again. No, we need good handle parts. Yeah, let's try upgrading the gun. Okay. Alright, once we talk to this guy. Talk to the man hiding in the sewers. The fuck?
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No, but I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
I am a doctor.
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
Oh, man.
Well...
that sucks.
It's locked.
Everything's always
It's
locked.
All right. It's locked.
Unlocking Z. All the good shit's behind locked stuff.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The Sad Saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
What can you tell me about the Sad Saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the Sad Saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
Aww.
Are you homeless, Miss Paxton?
Mr. Hampton's night asylum is our new home now. It's a safe place for me and my sister.
Cool.
What can you tell me about...
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
You really think I...
No. I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
Which
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
Except Sean
Goodbye.
Hampton. Alright, Sean Hampton. Where ye be? Looks like there's an ass ton of blood down there. In the direction of Sean Hampton. Miss Paxton, I recently heard that the Hampton shelter for months and money support or whatever kind. Without a positive answer from you, I may be... My boys always get what they accepted no for an answer. Keep on refusing to answer me. Wet poop boys come, you and your sister. Alrighty. So, Sean, do we have to have a conversation about the murder?
It's locked.
There's blood that leads to Sean, but I don't know how to get to it.
It's locked, all right.
Bomb exploded just after dawn in front of the Dawson & Dawson Munitions Factory, the largest employer in the district. The detonations smashed the windows of all the factories in Southwark. It's a miracle only 2 people died in the attack, confirmed Superintendent Alexander Brighton. Oh.
This must be a picture of the bomb explosion Dyson Delaney spoke of.
Yep. That's what I'm thinking.
This scene worries me.
So how do we get there? Fuck, man. He's down and to the right. I've just got to find my way over there. Good night, Cat Story. Thanks for being your friend. Is there a way up? Up then down? That's a pretty classic way to go things. Oh, oh, I see an up. I see an up. Up, 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 up. Shit. Oh, there's loot in here. How do I get to Sean Hampton? Where the fuck is he? There's nothing here. I guess I have to find a sewer entrance? I don't.
It's locked, all right.
I know it's locked, dude.
It's locked.
Aha! Alright. Maybe if we go talk to this guy in the sewers, it'll lead us where we need to go. So our scouts recently spotted the presence of a certain Ichabod Thorgmorton near the East End docks. You'll probably see him patrolling the place at night, claiming that he's a specialist of vampire extermination. The man is a fraud, not even a real con man, for he does not charge anybody for the work, but he clearly has no clue what he's talking about. If he ever approaches you for some joint hunt or collaboration, refuse him and let him go. In a leech fight, the man is nothing more than his bait.
I'd stay over there!
This could be the public house Giselle Paxton mentioned. I should investigate further.
Okay, okay. How the fuck do I get in the sewers?
It's locked.
Over there! There's one of them vermin! Easy does it, boys. We can deal with this vermin.
Fuck.
Lord, give us strength! The beast must die! We have to stop it! A leech! A leech! It's too fucking fast!
Anyway, now that that's over, maybe I can knock on this door? How the fuck do I get to this person? I'm missing something, apparently. Missing something important. Find Sean Hampton. Find Sean in the area. Oh shit. What the fuck? He's right here! Oh, this is a fake door. There's a bunch of blood behind that fucking cabinet. Whatever! We found him. Forgive me, God, for what I'm about to confess. Sometimes I wish I never saved Dyson Delaney from drowning when he fell in the canal. There, I said it. Please forgive me, Lord, for I'm just a sinner. Dyson may be the most frustrating case I've ever had to deal with since I opened my night shelter in the East End. For years, I have tried to understand why this man regularly makes me so irritated, and I think I recently found out why. Dyson has stopped fighting, for good and forever. I've met so many heavy drinkers in my life, men and women, rich and poor, young and old. I've witnessed their fight with their demons, their past, their guilt, and their failures. Sometimes they can put a name on this inner evil of theirs. Sometimes they have never been able to identify the real cause of their despair. But in most cases, for these men and women, to drink is a way to keep fighting. Of course, it's a useless and destructive form of struggle, but at least this self-destruction means that something that makes them suffer, and they still fight against this pain they have they feel so deep inside. Even a severe alcoholic like William Bishop keeps struggling with his addiction and asks for salvation, for the light of Christ. And as long as they wish to see this light, there is place for hope. Dyson Delaney has no hope left. He does not drink to smother his pain. No, I am now convinced he conscientiously drinks for the sadist joy of smothering all hope. I really don't know what is worse than deliberately cast away hope from your own heart or completely bask in self-destruction. Damn.
Why the long face, Doctor?
What, you're covered in blood?
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it, but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard
You're
to
covered in
believe,
blood.
Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Wonders never cease. Skal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain.
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
Do you think this is a blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Fuck me.
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
I'm doubtful.
I will not look kindly on you if you're trying to trick me.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I'll surrender myself to your judgment.
Okay. But there's a secret room with blood behind the story. I can smell it. I can smell your secret blood room. I can smell your secret blood room. All right, well that's enough then. Oh, this was fun doing vampires. We're gonna switch up the games. I'm gonna get